Welcome back. Welcome back to Fallout 4. This is episode 2 of our playthrough. If you guys didn't catch episode 1, definitely should hop back and take a look at that, especially if you haven't played or seen Fallout 4 before. Sets the whole backstory to this game and kind of what to expect going forward. If you are new to the channel, thank you. Appreciate it. Make sure to give this video a like, subscribe, and follow along as we play through this game called Fallout 4. So previously we had exited the vault, did a little bit of stuff around Sanctuary, and now we're gonna head on towards Concord. And we will kind of see what we got moving forward here. And, you know, find a raider, and we will probably take that drifter outfit because, well, honestly, the vault suit has got to go. We look like a bum, and I don't have time for it. So hopefully we will be able to get a little bit of extra health from that and a little bit of extra protection. Because there we are. Yeah, a lot better looking than that vault suit. I'm gonna stop off at the Red Rocket because I know what happens here.
Hey, boy. What are you doing out here all by yourself? You want to come with me, pal?
Like I said in the previous video,
Let's stay together.
for the most part, I like to go solo. But if I go with anyone, it's with Dog Meat here. He's the one person I'll bring along, and other than that, we just kind of do our own stuff by ourselves. But unlock this workbench. That way, if need be, we could continue a settlement here. Not likely. I don't think I've ever done a settlement here, but, you know, if that's the route you guys want me to take, you know, let me know. Like I said, if there's something you want to see done or something that you've done that was cool in the past, you know, let me know. It's definitely always an option. But until I start getting some comments, and I'll just kind of keep going through with what I think, and we'll go from there. I don't believe there's anything. Yeah, nothing important in that log, so we'll probably go around back and kind of see what we got back here. Chemistry station. Everything's just with the workshop. And we'll probably just continue on down the hill into Concord. Bloodwings are one of my least favorite mobs in this game. They're just annoying and a nuisance, and I could do without them. As we make our way down here into Concord, get that XP boost. And here is coming up to one of our first decisions of this game. First decision of importance, and that is, do we choose to help the Minutemen? And that's off to a great start, everybody. Wow. Good thing this is not a hardcore, but I am baffled at that. Apparently we need to be little teensy bit more careful, and that set us back a ways, not gonna lie. Wow, good for him, you know, getting a snipe on us with that molotov. That's impressive. So we will have to run back through real quick, see Dog Meat, and yikes. Don't hate, guys. Like I said, I haven't played this one for a while, so gotta knock a little bit of rust off. Bump the difficulty up a little bit, so we gotta kind of take that into account. And apparently we need to be a little bit more cautious with that, because whew, That was no joke. With the drifter outfit back on, we'll run up here. Grab dog meat again, because that's what we gotta do.
Hey, boy. What are you doing out here all by yourself?
You wanna come with me, pal?
Okay, then. Let's stick together.
Alright, now let's do a little bit better this next time around. Sorry about that, guys. I really dropped the ball on that one. I did not anticipate it being that brutal that quick. Obviously, you know, we know to anticipate a little bit of more aggression than normal, but let's see if we can't pick off one of these blood bugs early. There you go, 4 shots, 4 hits, 2 kills. Make our way back into Concord. And apparently we need to consider saving a little bit more often, since we make poor life choices when it comes to enemies. But we'll come up here, see if we can't work our way up to maybe a better fighting position early, and hopefully not get absolutely smashed. Nothing there. There's our first enemy on 2 legs. We'll see what we can't do over here. Try to just kind of pick them off here. While being at least a little bit cautious of ammo, because we don't have an insane amount. And dog meat's gonna get him pretty quick. So now, we've got the Minutemen yelling at us. Now, the Minutemen is that first group, like I said, that we get to determine whether or not we want to help. In the past, I have always helped the Minutemen. I like them, they're easy. They get you some good stuff pretty much right away. And then it's just kind of, as we progress, sometimes I stay with them. Sometimes, you know, I realize, yeah, maybe I could do without the Minutemen, but for now they seem to be a pretty good option, and we'll kind of loot around real quick, maybe loot a couple of bodies, get some more weaponry, because that's what we need. It's guns and ammo, really, because we are not looking great. And now that we've got multiple weapons, I'll kind of do a little bit of favoriting here. That way you can just slap it on the D-pad and call it good, but one thing I am not a fan of is hand-to-hand combat. And you know, it's just, you know, so we'll got that baton out of there. Well, we got one picked off already, so that's a great start. We'll kind of move this way and see what we see through here. We've got some enemies up ahead. Dog's already aware of them, but we'll see. One kill, pretty quick and easy. See what we can find once we get up here. That raider's down for the count. This guy got his head taken off. We'll pick up that gas mask. That'll come in handy. Let's see what we picked up off of that guy. Not what I wanted. Don't care about the pipe pistols. Seems that it doesn't really matter at any point. The pipe stuff is just not beneficial, but those molotovs, those will come in handy. I do anticipate not only having to use those, but having to use those a lot here in the future. Now, one thing you can do is turn on the flashlight, which comes in handy when you're in dark rooms. This is a dark game, so I apologize if the brightness isn't ideal. I'll try to use the flashlight as much as I can in the dark areas, but sometimes I just get caught up and forget it because I'm not a fan of the green hue, but sometimes you gotta live with it and deal with it, but
Let's just get the hell out of here. We got no reason to hang around and get shot. Stop being such a fucking pan.
so now the nice thing about the dog is he does do a pretty good job at getting those guys preoccupying them a little bit, but that guy only had a knife, so he wouldn't have been that much of a problem anyways. You never want to bring a knife to a gunfight.
And we're gonna skin every last one of you.
Got that shotgun, it does wonders. I like the shotgun. The double barrel is not my favorite, but sometimes you gotta, beggars can't be choosers. The combat shotgun is definitely probably my favorite shotgun. See if we can't get one of those later as the game progresses. I'm sure there'll be plenty of opportunities for them. This guy, short pipe rifle, regular left arm, so we will take that. Every little bit of extra armor we can get, the better.
Man, I don't know who you are, but your timing's impeccable. Preston Garvey, Commonwealth Minuteman.
Damn it.
Glad to help.
Well, if that's true, we could use some more goodwill. As you can see, we're in a bit of a mess.
That ain't it.
Please, go on.
A month ago, there were 20 of us. Yesterday, there were 8. Now we're 5. First, it was the ghouls in Lexington, and now this mess.
Sorry. Sounds rough.
Thanks. It's good to meet someone who really cares. Anyway, we figured Concord would be a safe place to settle. Those raiders proved us wrong. But,
Maybe?
well, we do have one idea.
Nope.
One good idea can make all the difference.
Sturgis, tell him.
There's a crashed vertibird up on the roof. Old school. Pre-war. You might have seen it. Well, looks like one of its passengers left behind a seriously sweet goodie. We're talking a full suit of cherry T-45 power armor. Military issue.
I like it.
Yeah, I thought you might. Protection with an added bonus. Get the suit. you can rip the minigun right off the vertibird. Do that, and those raiders get an express ticket to hell. You dig?
Minigun. Now we're talking.
I know, right? Only there's one hitch. The suit's out of juice. Probably been dry for 100 years. It can be powered up again. But we're a bit stuck.
I'll help if I can.
What you'll need is an old pre-war FC, a standardized fusion core, your high-grade, long-term nuclear battery used by the military and some companies way back when. And we know right where to find one.
But we can't get to the damn thing. It's down in the basement, locked behind a security gate. Look, I fix stuff. I tinker. Bypassing security ain't exactly my forte. You could give it a shot.
Can't be too hard. I'll see what I can do.
Well, all right. Maybe our luck's finally turning around. Once you jack the core into the power armor and grab that minigun, those raiders will know they picked the wrong fight. Good luck.
See later on the dialogue between people be a lot more important. As of right now, it's not overly relevant, but it will be eventually. So let's go ahead and just get started by going and taking care of this. I know that we need to go get some stuff down below. It's nice always having that little bit on the mini marker. Let's just go ahead and try this. Yeah, hurt a little bit. Probably wasn't the brightest move, but it's alright. Wouldn't mind getting those goodies. Let's see if that...
No way I could pick this.
Block's too difficult, but that's alright. We know that we can just come around this way. Knock over some mannequins in the way, and... now we're back on this side. Alright, there are these goodies. Some ammo, some more ammo. That 10mm is going to come in handy. This is one of those computer terminals where you have to get the passcode to get the door open. This one I struggle with a little bit. I kind of tend to just guess around until I get what I need. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes I can do a little bit better, but I mean it's pretty rough to say the least. But it's alright, we'll get in there in a few seconds. Get that fusion core so we can go deal with that vertibird. Let's try gains. No. Also, it sure looks like that S is what we have in common. Now, see, you know, at this rate, I'm never gonna get in. But that's alright, we will get in sooner or later. Alright, we just gotta kinda keep going at it. Let's see if we can try again now. Alright. Yeah, this is really a challenge for some reason, but you know, that's alright. Won't be too bad. Ay. Folks, I do apologize. This is quite the challenge that it shouldn't be, but you know, that's alright. I don't think I've ever had a terminal give me this much problem. Like I said, I am on the struggle bus. Alright, let's see. Okay, so taken and picks. So it looks like the K is probably in common. If you guys have a trick with how to do this better, please, by all means, because I am struggling. Man. Not easy, but it's being a lot more difficult than it should be. Which that's just annoying. Wow, I am just dumbfounded. About ready to go find what I need from somewhere else so I don't have to deal with this, 'cause that is just crazy. A little switchblade there, upper skull. One nice thing is you can pick stuff up and move it around, but doesn't do me any good now. The other person I like to have with me instead of the dog is Nick Valentine, which we'll end up seeing him a little bit later. And the nice thing with him is, oh, there we go, finally, is he will actually unlock these security terminals for you. And by him doing that, means we don't have to sit there and watch me struggle with it for as long as I do, because that was embarrassing. That was a joke. Head back up. That vertibird.
What's going on? Are we getting out of here? Something coming.
Well, perception bottlehead, which is nice. That helps the perception get a little bit better. See those scattered all around. Get through this door and we'll keep on keeping on, you know what I'm saying? And here is the power armor. Now, very rarely will I wear power armor. I'm not a big power armor fan. Sometimes I do wear it, but not overly often. Got some caps there. There. Get that there minigun.
Boss, we got somebody up here.
The minigun sure is nice. And the nice thing about power armor is we can just jump right down and not have to worry about fall damage. Molotov cocktail coming up. Give me a PTSD from the last time we saw one of those. Took us right out. See if we can't utilize this laser rifle with a little bit more accuracy than we could that minigun. Because the minigun is nice, but man, it's not ideal to not have any sights. The sights are probably one of the most important aspects. We're gonna send a Molotov down that way, and looks like we might get that whole thing to blow up, which if we do, that would be interesting for sure. And the accuracy sometimes is just subpar at best. There we go. Nice easy kill. There's another one. Looks like we pretty well vaporized him. Now, we could make our way down to this balcony.
Damn it, where are they?
As those raiders are just running away. They're tail tucked. I mean, as they should. They're getting smoked right now. We do have the high ground, so we do have that to our advantage. I don't have the advantage of being a good shot, which is unfortunate. Alrighty. Now, I have the advantage of knowing what's coming up. And it is going to be interesting to say the least. Here it comes. And this is where things are going to get interesting. I'm not about to play with him just for fun. Now this is where the minigun will come in handy, so we will hop over to that bad boy. Yeah, those deathclaws are no joke in the slightest. Hit him a few times there. We'll just try to utilize being in the house. Shooting through the window, but he is just going to obliterate our dog. Down goes the deathclaw. Down go a couple more enemies. And we just torched them with that minigun, and it does a heap of damage, but man oh man does it heat up quick. Now might as well do a little bit of looting while we're here, pick up some ammo, all kinds of goodies. Not a whole lot in that deathclaw that's worth it, unfortunately. So we'll head back inside to the Museum of Freedom, take a look and see what Preston Garvey has to say.
I'm fine, Preston. Quit fussing.
That was a pretty amazing display. I'm just glad you're on our side.
The feeling's mutual, Preston.
You can never have too many friends. Not in the Commonwealth. Listen, when we first met, you said you were glad to help. Well, you did. And we owe you our lives. So here. It ain't much, but it's the best way I can say thank you.
I'll take what I can get.
Spoken like a true merc. Well, if you ever feel like fighting for something other than yourself, you should meet up with us in Sanctuary. I could use someone like you. Someone who can get things done.
I'll think about it.
Before you leave, kid, a word about the journey you're about to start on. 'Cause I seen your destiny, and I know your pain.
Okay, I'm listening.
You're a man out of time, out of hope. But all's not lost. I can feel Your son's energy. He's alive.
I knew it. Please tell me where he is. I need to find my son.
I can't see him. Not clearly. But I feel his life force. He's out there. And even I don't need the sight to tell you where you should start looking. The great green jewel of the Commonwealth. Diamond City. The biggest settlement around.
Please, Mama Murphy. I'm working from nothing. I need more.
Look, kid. I'm tired now. Maybe you'll bring me some chems later. The site will paint a clearer picture.
No. Mama Murphy, we talked about this. That junk. It's gonna kill you.
Leave it to Mama Murphy needing drugs to tell me my son is alive. But you know what? That's okay. We'll take it to our advantage. So off to Diamond City. And it is nighttime, but you know what? Oh, well. I might have left a little bit early because it looked like Preston still had a little bit more to say.
We need to keep moving.
It's one thing that I find out with Preston is he never tends to shut up and will always just want more and more and more out of you, and gets to the point where sometimes you question ever having wanted to help the Minutemen. But what we will end up doing is off-clicking that mission. We know where Sanctuary is. We can go get to him when we need to, but let's go ahead and get the Jewel of the Commonwealth. And I think
Right behind you, boss.
once we get there, that could be a good stopping point for this episode. We might as well stay in this power armor for a little bit. We'll see how long. But there's just so much out here in this wasteland. But power armor's down to 25%, so we might not make it all the way to Diamond City, but we'll see what we can do. You know what? That looks like it actually might be a trader, and if that's a trader, I wouldn't mind talking to a trader. Traders have definitely some good with them. Trash can Carla.
Looking to trade? Rob me? Or just ask directions to Diamond City?
Yeah, this is one of those aspects where we could threaten her. However, I do believe you want to keep these traders alive as long as possible because they could have some good items. So let's see what she has.
A bit of everything.
And I'm mostly looking into weaponry. And she does not seem to have a whole heck of a lot. Submachine gun could come in handy. The damage just isn't great. It just has a really high fire rate and it burns through that ammo. Yeah, she doesn't have a whole lot that jumps out at me. I'm a little bit surprised. But, you know, that's alright. We could offload some items, like a security baton, drifter outfit, you know, some items that we don't need. But other than that, we'll probably hold on to this. We'll get 14 caps out of her, up us to 182. Which isn't a huge amount of caps, but it's better than nothing.
We had a deal, Trudy.
Oh, and let's see what's going on
I ain't
here.
giving you poison shilling chem pushers anything. Do you know what that junk has done to my boy?
He bought them fair and square.
Looks like somebody was holding somebody up, and we don't stand for that. We'll see about taking care of him, and that'll do that. Yeah, we not a fan of people holding up businesses out here in my wasteland, right? So we had to take care of that real quick. A little bit of a side piece, but you know, that's okay. Loot them for a little bit of caps and some ammo.
Hey.
Let's see what Trudy
Can't
has to
wait
say.
to see the crows feeding on that scumbag. Here, this is for you. Now, if you ever need to trade, my shop's open.
Nice,
I'll
100
take 'em.
caps and
It's
another
all worth
opportunity
every
to
cap.
trade. That's the important part, is just being able to trade. Ooh, here we go. Now, anything with that star, that's going to be a special weapon. General Chow's Revenge, 50% more damage against robots. Which is great. However, I'm not a big melee guy. I'm not a fan of it. I'm also not a fan of that price point. Almost 2,600 caps for a sword. Think of a lot of things I'd rather spend the caps on. But it's good to know that that's where it is, and we can always come back to it. But for now, we'll keep on headed forward and see what we can run up against. I do see, unfortunately, that we are almost out of our fusion core. But we're getting... You know, we still have a ways to go before we get to Diamond City, but we'll kind of keep meandering.
Lock's really strong.
Too difficult, so we're not able to get into that. That's something that we'll want to come back to at some point, you know, if we were able to keep track of where all of these blocks that we couldn't get into. Now, I will say that's pretty unrealistic, but that's why it never hurts to revisit some of these places. That's going to be the end of the power armor, at least this one. There's lots of power armor scattered throughout, and this one will actually stay on the map, so we could come back to it if we wanted to. However, for now, we'll just keep on keeping on and see if we can't make it to Diamond City. Now, there's a lot of places here that we'll end up coming back to and looking around through, especially during the day. Much more of a fan of being around during daytime. Oh, what is that? Little rad roach. Looks like there's a few of them. Well, you know, we'll kind of take care of these piece by piece. And that right there, folks, is why you aim down your sights. But down to our last shot with a 10mm, which that's unfortunate. Open up our perk chart. We can see that we actually have 3 level ups already. Now, I think a big thing to focus on early is getting into those lockpicks. You know, figuring out how to get into them. So we could deal with hacker. Get one of those. Perception. We need 2 more levels just to even begin lockpicking. So let's just get that going and get that first level of locksmith. That's a great start. Being able to take advantage of getting into that and getting that extra loot, and you know, it could be getting into rooms, getting into buildings. It's really a super important skill set to have. Fire support. That's another thing you'll find is radio signals popping up all over the place. People asking for help, and you know, we'll hop around and do some of those here and there. more wanting to get into Diamond City. Diamond City is a big part of this game because with Diamond City you unlock the ability to trade a lot more with ease with the shops there. It really comes in handy being able to have a place to offload your gear and take full advantage of the caps that is within Diamond City. Filling up on ammo is super important as well, and we want to make sure we keep an eye out for that. Those mines, they will get you, that's for sure. Do not want to land flat-foot on that. Ooh, gunfire. Looks like that's probably going to be at the Cambridge Police Station, and you know what? I would love to go do that, but I just don't know if I can right now. I don't have the ammo. I gotta be smart when it comes to that stuff right now because we're not looking good ammo-wise. Like I said, we've got one round of 10mm left, and then it's the shotgun. Which, nothing against the shotgun or even the minigun, but I like the 10mm. I like sticking with the handguns, the more traditional type weapons. Till we get if we end up dealing with the railroad at all, they have a great gun there that is just probably one of my favorite in the game, because it takes hardly any action points for critical shots, and it's suppressed, which I enjoy. Obviously not required, but with the suppressed weapons you have the opportunity to try to stealth stuff. So like stuff here like on the USS Riptide, I would love to go mess with them if I had some more ammo, but I just don't have the means right now. So, and it sounds like they actually heard me, saw a dog meet, but we'll just run right past them. Some more gunfire. There's gunfire all over this map, but that tends to be kind of what to expect. But we are now almost where we're supposed to be. Ooh, lots of gunfire right there, actually. We don't want to mess with that. We're gonna run away. May seem cowardly, but it's also the smart move to get into Diamond City, put ourselves in a position to live to fight another day. And now that we're within the confines and the safety of Diamond City, I feel pretty comfortable.
What do you mean you can't open the gate? Stop playing around, Danny. I'm standing out in the open here, for crying out loud.
I got orders not to let you in, Miss Piper. I'm sorry. I'm just doing my job.
Ooh, just doing your job. Protecting Diamond City means keeping me out, is that it? Oh, look, it's the scary reporter.
I'm sorry, but Mayor McDonough's really steamed, Piper. Saying that article you wrote was all lies. The whole city's in a tizzy.
Ugh. You open this gate right now, Danny Sullivan. I live here. You can't just lock me out. You want into Diamond City, right?
I just got here, but yeah.
Shh. Play along. What's that? You said you're a trader up from Quincy? You have enough supplies to keep the general store stocked for a whole month? You hear that, Danny? You gonna open the gate and let us in, or are you gonna be the one talking to crazy Myrna about losing out on all the supply?
Jeez, all right. I need to make it personal, Piper. Give me a minute.
Better head inside quick before old Danny catches on to the bluff.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Another great day in Diamond City.
Piper,
Who let you back inside? I told Sullivan to keep that gate shut. You devious, rabble-rousing slanderer. The level of dishonesty in that paper of yours. I'll have that printer
Ooh,
scrapped
that a
for
statement,
parts.
Mr. McDonough? Tyrant mayor shuts down the press. Why don't we ask the newcomer? You support the news? Because the mayor's threatened to throw free speech in the dumpster.
Always believed in freedom of the press.
Oh, I didn't mean to bring you into this argument, good sir. No, no. You look like Diamond City material. Welcome to the great green jewel of the Commonwealth. Safe, happy, a fine place to come. Spend your money, settle down. Don't let this muckraker here tell you otherwise, all right?
I'm sure your city's a great place.
Yeah, greatest house of cards in the Commonwealth. Until the wind blows.
Now, was there anything particular you came to our city for?
I'm trying to find someone.
Trying to find someone? Who?
My son, Sean. He's less than a year old.
Wait, your son's missing? Oh, you hear that, McDonough? What's Diamond City Security doing to help this man, huh? This isn't the first missing persons report to come through here, and now we have an infant who's been taken?
Don't listen to her. Well, I'm afraid that our security team can't follow every case that comes through. I'm confident that you can find help here. Diamond City has every conceivable service known to man. One of our great citizens can surely find the time to help you.
Well, sure. And a mayor of a great city must know everyone. Who can help me?
I'm sorry, I don't have time for any more questions. I'm a busy man. Enjoy your stay in our fair city.
This is ridiculous. Diamond City Security can't spare one officer to help. I want the truth, McDonough. What's the real reason security never investigates?
I've had enough of this, Piper. From now on, consider you and that little sister of yours on notice.
Yeah, keep talking, McDonough. That's all you're good for. A big Diamond City welcome from the mayor. You feel honored yet? Look, I gotta go get settled in, but, stop by my office later. I have an idea for an article you'd be perfect for.
And now that starts yet another mission, Story of the Century. Now, we enter Diamond City. Like I said, Diamond City is really the hub of this, the Commonwealth. Built in historic Fenway Park. As you can see, there is a lot going on here. It is nighttime, so it's a little bit quieter, but there's a lot of potential here. I mean, there's shops all around. Yeah, this one, Percy's always open, which is nice.
Let's see what you got.
Something we might look into purchasing there. Glow sights are just great. I love them. Wastelander's chess piece. That's pretty solid. Got a hefty price tag, but it does give you an extra agility and perception point. Almost makes that 1,300 worth it. Just need to come up with another 1,000 caps. Now, a lot of stuff can be sold at a decent price. The minigun can be. The power armor pieces can be. The wedding rings also can be. However, we like to hold on to those. Reminds us of the life we no longer get to live. But we have made it to Diamond City, and this episode ran a little bit longer than I normally like them to go. But also, the Molotov cocktail incident that happened earlier kind of set us back a little bit. So we will call it here today, folks. And I just want to thank everybody for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, watch the last video if you didn't catch it, and stay tuned for the next one. And we will see you next time.